Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about makeup that I absolutely refuse to buy, to try, to whatever. And it's not because I don't want to. I do. Like, I want to try this makeup, but I don't want to buy this makeup. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe that's what my problem is that I want to try it, but I don't want to buy it. I don't know. I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago, I actually bought some of the things that were on this list. So it's half of what it used to be. And I tried them in a products I've always wanted to try video. And now we're doing a products I basically refuse to buy video. But maybe you guys can talk me into one or two of them if you love them enough. But let me go ahead and jump into the first two, which kind of go together. It's the Hoola bronzers, like the regular Hoola and then the Hoola Light. I don't know what it is. I have wanted this bronzer since before I started YouTube. I remember when I first started, which was, shoot, almost 4 years ago, Hoola bronzer was like the it bronzer. And I think it was the cardboard box. I was working for Mac at the time and I was just like, I don't know, there's something about the cardboard box and how far down in there. That stopped me. But then Hoola Light came out and I was like, This was around the time that bronzers started to make a little bit of a turn. Some of them were starting to get a little bit more cooler toned, a little lighter for us fair folk. But I still couldn't do it. And I think it's because of the cardboard packaging. That's the only thing I can think of, because like I really want to try these. I really want to try the Hoola Light. I don't know why I don't. I really think that it's because of the cardboard packaging. Something about it just absolutely throws me off. It's cute, it's whatever, but I just feel like I'm dipping my brush down in there and maybe it's gonna get like the box all dirty, and I don't know, it's just something about it rubs me the wrong way. But I want to try those shades, and then I see them in palettes, but then I don't want the rest of the palette. I just want the two shades. So I still have not been convinced to buy either one of these bronzers, but I hear amazing things about them. But yeah, I still refuse to buy them. And on the same note, the Becca Sunlit bronzers. Oh, people love these. They absolutely love them. And I think that's the only reason why I want to try it, is because I hear so many people like them. And at the same time, I think that maybe that's the reason why I don't want to purchase them. Sometimes on YouTube, you hear people to rave about something, and then you almost just don't believe it. I'm like, yeah, right. Okay. But this particular bronzer in the shade, let me go look on my phone. I believe it's the Sunlit bronzer in the shade Bali Sands. I think that's the one that I want. I just can't pull the plug. I just absolutely cannot put it in my bags. I never put it on my wish list. I don't think about it until I see it. And then I'm like, I want that. I really want that, but I'm not going to buy it. I have no idea why. I just won't buy it. Next up is one that I actually have a lot of knowledge on, and I've used on a ton of clients, like a ton of clients. I know that this is a good concealer, especially when you use it right. It's the Clé de Peau concealer, and this puppy is expensive. And it's also been reformulated, so I have experience with the original, which I wanted, and experience with the reformulation, which I think has sunscreen in it now. Anyway, this concealer, especially on somebody with slightly more mature skin but wants a lot of coverage, if you take that on a fluffy brush, I mean, the concealer will last you 3 years doing this, but if you take it on a fluffy brush and just work it into the skin, you're not going to end up looking cakey. You get the coverage and it's beautiful. It doesn't look dry or anything. And I want to know what this looks like on me, but I feel like the reason why I'm not going to purchase it is because I'm not going to do that method. Or maybe I would. I don't know. But it is a coveted concealer, and there's good reason behind it. Like I said, it was something I would keep in my kit even, but I have no idea what it would look like on me. I have no idea, and I've never used it on somebody like in their 20s or anything like that. Everything looks good on you when you're that when you're that age, but I don't know. Let me know if you are absolutely obsessed with the Clay de Beau concealer, or if you're like, yeah, I fell out of love with that one because of this other one. The Lila B highlighter. I have a friend on Snapchat who has sent me swatches of this, and then she's holding it and it looks like a pebble, and it's so stinking pretty. I have almost click purchase on this item up 10 times. I'm not kidding. But I keep going back and forth on the formula because it's like a cream to powder or something like that. It feels kind of creamy, but then it looks like a powder. I don't know. I really just like the packaging. And then it also helps that it's really pretty on the skin. Like I really, 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 really want this. But I also know I don't need it. But I really feel like I need that packaging, and I don't know why. Like, why my brain works this way. I feel like this could be one that I finally do give into, but I haven't yet. I have not given in to this highlighter yet. And I have one more highlighter, and it's the Heaven's Hue highlighter from Stila. This is like that putty type of concealer, the putty type of highlight. And when you touch it, it looks so beautiful. But this is I know the reason behind me not purchasing this. It was because I saw so many people talking about it. It's one of those like sponsored video things where everyone was pushing it and then they stopped talking about it. Like nobody talked about it anymore. And then they came out with other colors. I think the shade I want is Brilliance. I really want to try this, but I feel like maybe it was a gimmick if people aren't using it anymore. I don't know, but every time I go into Sephora, I touch it and it looks so pretty and it's so blingy, but then I'm like, does it really look like that on the skin? Or was that like light tricking you on like, you know, all the gurus that reviewed it? I don't know, but this one has not made its way home with me quite yet. Bare Minerals Gen Nude eyeshadows. Now these look so basic, but I'm okay with that. Like I don't mind basic eyeshadows because I will use them a lot, hence this eye look I have on right now. But I keep hearing on beauty news every time they talk about the Gen Nude or even just like Bare Mineral shadows in general, they talk about how great they are. Like the quality is so nice. Even if they're kind of boring, their quality is really nice. So every time I hear them talk about it, I go like to Nordstrom or Sephora and I look them up and then I back out. I'm like, do I really like, am I really gonna like these though? But they talk about them so much that if I buy these, it would be because of the beauty news. I love them. If you have not checked out the beauty news, you are missing out in life. They destroy makeup. It is so much fun to watch. They weigh things and then they talk about upcoming products, everything. Like I'm obsessed with them. So I don't know. I don't see myself actually jumping and getting them. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want them. I do. I want to try them. Like if someone just gifted me these, I would be like, yay, I've always wanted to try these, but I won't buy them. Makes no sense. Smith Cosmetics brushes. This is so weird to me because I refused. I wanted them, but I refused. I would go to their site. I'm telling you, I would add so many of their brushes to my cart. And then I would be like, I would see the price tag and I'm like, nope, not going to do it because I only see certain people using them and they like them a lot, but I'm very picky about brushes. And if they're not a certain shape that I like or this or that, I won't use them. And then I'm like, oh, they're too expensive, but they're not. They're really not in compared to everything that I typically buy anyway. But it's just the fact that most of the brushes that I buy, I can see in person. And then they came to Beautylish. And I did the same thing. The day that the brushes came to Beautylish, I stocked my cart. And then I was like, this is easy, you know, like if I don't like them, Beautylish is amazing and they will, you know, return. Like, then I was like, I don't want to return them if I don't like them. And then I went back to purchase them anyway, and they were the ones that I really, really wanted were out of stock. So then I was like, oh, it's a sign. I'm not getting the Smith brushes, but then I started thinking about them again, and I'm going to get my hands on this. This is one I am going to break. I'm going to go then take these off of the I want it, but I'm not going to buy it list. I am buying these silly Smith brushes and I'm going to test them out and I'm going to let you guys know how I feel about them like I always do. One more brush. And this is the Surratt Beauty Face Brush. $230. It's $230 in case you didn't hear me. Oh, but it looks so luxurious. I love the shape of it. I can imagine applying my powder or even my bronzer with this brush. I've seen like 2 or 3 people use it like once on their channel and then they won't use it again because I get it. It's an expensive brush and you don't want to be like, oh, I highly suggest this. It's $230 and I want it so bad. So if anybody wants to send me a Christmas gift, I think I talked about this in my it was a makeup tag video. I don't remember which one it was, but I talked about this brush and I really want it, but I really want it to be $100 cheaper. I think if it was $130, I would probably have already bought it by now. Like that's the price of the bronzer brush from Tom Ford. I love that. I think it's worth it. But $230 though, I can't do it. I can't do it. The Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer. So not just like any of them, but basically all of the holiday ones and the limited edition ones with the pretty designs on the top. Kelsey had one at one point. It had like the oh my gosh. It was stunning. And then like the packaging on these things, some of them like twist and like, I think they are so cool, but something about it is like, I just want to look at it. And I don't know that I want anything in my collection that I just want to look at. And then I feel like I would have to buy 2 because I'm going to use one and then I'm going to keep the other one to be pretty. And that is not logical. Nobody should be doing that. But that is what I would want to do. And I remember when I saw Kelsey's, I was like, don't touch it. I was like, oh, I really want to touch it, but don't touch it. And I really want to try one day. Maybe there will be a design on one that I just absolutely cannot make myself not buy and purchase 2. There's some things that I don't want to ruin the design on, but they're usually like highlighters and you can use them and still kind of keep the design. But usually with these, the terracotta bronzers, they have like this top coat and like once you use it, it's gone. But it's too pretty to be gone. So I have yet to purchase any of them, but I want all of them. Another one from Guerlain is the Lingerie Depot Natural Perfection Foundation. I really want to try this. This is one that I've heard really great things about, and I used to sell at Nordstrom. And I don't know why I've never purchased this. This one I legitimately do not have a reason for. I really want to try it. Maybe I could just like find it and get a sample of it and see. But this is one that I have absolutely no explanation for. I have looked at it several times, thought about it, and then decided not to buy it every single time, but without any actual reason. And then last but certainly not least, there's one from La Prairie. Now I'm sure you guys are thinking this is something that's like really high priced, and it's high priced for what it is, but it's not one of their really high ticket items. It's their lip liner in the shade Natural. Apparently all the colors that I like, Chanel Natural and Rimmel Natural, and then the La Prairie Natural Liner, I love them. They are like such good colors, and this color is a little bit darker than the Chanel one, and I almost bought it several times while I was working at Nordstrom, and it comes with a little refill, so it's $50, but you're getting 2. That's my logic there. And it's a twist up, but it's a thin twist up, so it's not like really thick to where I don't like the thick twist ups because I have a hard time lining my lips the way I want to. And I have almost purchased this so many times. I'm not sure if this is getting discontinued or not. They're discontinuing some things, or they were, with their color and this and that. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. I didn't see it on the Nordstrom site, but I did find it, I believe, on their site. And this really is such a great nude color or natural color, and it's very long lasting. I kind of want to buy it just because, like, buy it now and take it off of my list, just because, like, I'm scared that it's going to go away and then I'll never have the chance to use it. But then there's also, what if I buy it and I try it and then I absolutely fall in love and then they take it away? So what do you do? What do you do in that kind of circumstance? So you guys let me know down below, but those are the list of all the things that I am not going to buy, except for Smith brushes for sure. I'm buying those. But I really, actually, really want. I want to try them out. So you guys let me know how you feel about this video, and let me know some things that you really, really, really want, but you are refused to buy as well. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.